Fitzgerald Ethelbert Hinds says 108 legal guns used in crimes. National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hinds said 108 legally issued weapons were featured in serious issues, including 4 murders. All of a sudden, yes, it's legal guns, not illegal guns, y'all. The PNM says legal guns. They want to go on a witch hunt. They want to find FUL. Oh my goodness, now it's statistics. It's people with legal weapons who are out there killing and maiming and robbing people. That's what the PNM, these sick, nasty people are wasting time to come and tell you. That's why they call you fools. Because you can't get US and you want your children to study outside in universities. We are now finding that legal weapons have emerged as a problem in here. Just so legal weapons emerge because Rowley say Gary Griffith legal FUL whisper in the president ear and thwarted a merit list caused the president and Bliss Seepersad to misbehave in public office. Now all of a sudden the PNM says legal firearms are the problem. When people without criminal record and those who have applied for weapons cannot get, they cease all activities. They are not advancing or handing out any. And when people have forced to protect themselves and they have no means to do so, but they just have to bow down and succumb to the evil of the bandits who have AR-15s as if it is Big Stone. These fools, these PNM clowns come to create a narrative that is legal FULs causing crime. The police commissioner informed me. So you see, they call in DCP Jacobs name because he and the PNM is one, right? Yesterday, that 108 legally issued weapons featured in serious issues, gaining over what period? 108 in what period? And how many of those were FUL licensed firearm users who used their weapons, and then there were discussions or investigations into whether they should have used it or not? What is this nonsense? Including 4 murders. So where we had a problem with illegal guns, we now have a problem with legal guns. 4 murders in what space of time? What span of time? How much time? Because we had 4 murders in 3 hours this weekend with illegal guns. So how the problem is the same? Sativa sucking out your 2 last brain cells. You start off dance and you get worse. Prisoners in their own homes, enterprise residents living in fear as young gunmen fight for survival, rank and fame. But he's studying legal firearm. Soldier charged in Pennywise Heights, killing and shooting. Double murder in Karanaj in the constituency of the Prime Minister. Double murder, but he had COVID, hiding and resting. Ports, a pipeline for guns to come in from the US. Ports run by these fools for 7 years. Guns, AR-15, machine guns, submachine guns coming through the ports under their watch. But he come to tell you about legal firearm. Now, citizens, wait, hot off the press. This one here, yes, DCP Jacob, they are brethren, eh? You are so idiotic, you don't understand. You do not even understand the position that was handed to you illegally because of the thwarting of a legal, legitimate merit list of which you were not part thereof. But you feel so beholden to them that you are making a jackass of yourself. You are not a politician, you fool, DCP Jacob. This is not funny. You are following this clown all over, looking like you want to sit down in Balize house. You are supposed to be the independent commissioner of police. You are supposed to have the confidence of the entire country. The PNM don't even have confidence in this one. The Express newspaper, the Guardian and the Newsday think he is dense, dotish and dumb. And you are aligning yourself wholeheartedly with him, taking advice, leaving your children with contract working in the police and firing 19 others. You and Miss Ramlagan. But since you want to be he brethren, Hinds, Munilal, catch you boy. Archie, show the people the Joint Select Committee on National Security today, where Rudal Munilal, the Member of Parliament for Orapooch East, catch Fitzgerald Ethelbert Hinds lying through his pumpsity ras. Run it.
On the policy issue of whether ministers ought to be recommending persons for FUL, You indicated then that you had no recollection that you recommended persons. Minister, I'm inviting you to reflect on that and to correct yourself.
I'm saying I have no recall of recommending anybody for any firearm.
My question to the Honorable Minister is, Minister, on a more relaxed reflection, you recommended 10 persons for firearm to the then Commissioner of Police, and I leave it there.
I want the record to read. I made no recommendation to any commissioner for anybody for any firearm. I can explain in greater detail, but it would be risky and foolish and stupid, and I will not follow that
greater
trend.
Detail.
However,
greater detail.
Suffice it to say, I recommended no one for no firearm. You recommended no one for no firearm? Archie, show the WhatsApps from Hinds Fitzgerald 1 to the Commissioner then of Police. Good evening, Commissioner. Call me, please. Thanks. Sir, now saw message. Up, could call you. 12:25 a.m. Rasta, you're up, boy. You have fall asleep. That's why you just fall asleep in Parliament. You're up at 12:26. Okay, many thanks. May we have a short meet tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Why you want to meet with the Commissioner? Sure, sir, your office. Right. Yes, thanks. See you then. Keep going, Archie. Next one, there were about 4. I remember clearly putting a stop to all vigils when I noted the positive cases slowly increasing. Right. Next one, next image. There were about 4. Bring it up, man, and we go read it. Sir, you got names for FULs. Please forward to me with reference number. That's the former Commissioner of Police, possible. We'll pull them up for approval. Information that you requested, sir, and forward it. So Fitzgerald Hinds getting the information from whoever wanted the FUL and forwarded it to the Commissioner of Police. Next one. You see, this is Fitzgerald Talbot Hinds saying, you see why we are in a mess? Commissioner, what is the position with the application for the guys on my detail? So, send me back the names and reference numbers, please. Sure, I will. Thanks. And then he forwarded the information for the recommendations of who he wanted to get FULs, and he was harassing the commissioner. What you say, Fitzgerald? You never recommended anybody for any FUL? Really, Fitzgerald at Talbot Hinds? Commissioner, I have a couple FUL applications. Oh, what, you have a couple what? FUL, what is that? Full what? Full of lie? Full of what? Full of seed? What do you have there? Full FUL application for my security detail of soldiers. There is no objection from their warrant and the TTDF. I have watched them now for 2 years. Were you watching them for 2 years? And I am satisfied that they are fit and worthy. Are you fit and worthy? You recommending people? You who unfit and unworthy, recommending people for FUL? They will rotate with the Chief Justice. Oh God, well they need plenty gun there. They rotating with you and the Chief Justice. Them fellas back broad. They rotate the TJ's detail as well. Please give them your most favorable consideration. Should I send them directly to you? The others have not yet applied, said Fitzgerald Hinds. I have completed the application forms. I have the completed application form. Why you have the completed application form? Who is supposed to fill out application form and send to the Minister of National Security? Fitzgerald Hinds? Archie, play back the video, you know. Commissioner 2 have file numbers. The others are also of the security detail, but their applications are languishing in police stations as noted, just like thousands and thousands of citizens whose applications are languishing but are not privileged to be shown favor by a Minister of National Security to inappropriately recommend and harass an independent Commissioner of Police to advise and to advocate on behalf of citizens to get FUL. Archie, play back the Lion Sativa.
the policy issue of whether ministers ought to be recommending persons for FUL. You indicated then that you had no recollection that you recommended persons. Minister, I'm inviting you to reflect on that and to correct yourself.
I'm saying I have no recall of recommending anybody for any firearm.
My question to the Honourable Minister is, Minister, on a more relaxed reflection, you recommended 10 persons for firearm to the then Commissioner of Police, and I leave it there.
I want the record to read. I made no recommendation to any commissioner for anybody for any firearm. I can explain in greater detail, but it would be risky and foolish and stupid, and I will not follow that trend.
Detail.
However,
greater detail.
Suffice it to say, I recommended no one for no firearm. You recommended no one at no time for no firearm? Give the police your cell phone. Them WhatsApp they Fitzgerald Hinds one. There could only be one. There could never be two as you. The God would never do the country and the people that to make two jackass like you, Fitzgerald and Talbot Hinds. Munilal, well done. Over to you media, over to you Express, over to you News State, TV6, CNC3, over to you Morning Brew, JW with your ugly hat, you spoil the people, them show, the Miss World. I don't know. Anyways, a PNM sponsor thing, I guess. You have to take incompetence and stupidity in the midst of brilliance. Once the PNM give you money, you have to take the dum-dums. But let's move on.